It's supposed to get warm again. To me, it's kind of chilly at the moment. I love it. Well, I don't like it too hot, but I think, in fact, I know in this garage, summertime is awesome. Never too fucking hot. I think even being nice, I just pissed somebody off. That's alright. Aliens are here. That page. I take it seriously, sort of. I do believe in aliens, actually. Being nice, I asked a question. And he said, no, not those. They're bigger ones. Okay. I actually liked his statement that, it couldn't have been that breed that made the ancient South Americans elongate their skulls to look like them. It had to be a bigger one. I tried to get to that message because I saw it on the side, it pops up. You just don't need to be on this page then. Okay, let's try to see why. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I had fun. I got some Native Americans, or a Native American group, and several Native Americans that I was communicating with. It's basically a tag, Here, there, there's nobody on the phone. We just communicate on Flashpoint. We had a bombing at the Boston Marathon. Actually, it was several of them. It's a sign of the time. They're not that hard to do anymore. So, upset people can do that. Certainly not right, but bombing is nothing new, actually. Bombs have been made a long time ago, and it's just a lot easier to do it now. Got a message from Bobby Cole checking on his wall. He said he's seen a bald eagle out in the suburbs of Pittsburgh getting a snack off a dead deer. Shame he couldn't take a video of that, actually. That would have been pretty cool. seems to be an outdoors type of guy. He said he was out walking in the woods and ran into a bear. Wasn't looking at him, was looking the other direction. And he looked over there, there's 3 other bears. He just walked past it. He didn't even notice. He's like, if you're going to be out in the wilderness and you're a human and there's bears around, and I agree with this, have a weapon, that's easy to get, because you ain't going to have much time if they decide they don't like you. You don't go out there to kill them. That's not what I want you to do. But if you're going to be out there, you got bear spray, and that's not always going to work. Big gun will work. You can't always carry a rifle, but you can carry the 45 Clint Eastwood Magnum type thing. That'll stop a bear if you get the right shot in the right place. But some people just shoot for fun. That's not cool. Unless you're gonna eat it. And who the hell's gonna eat a bear? I mean, some people do. In general, we don't eat bear. In general, they don't eat us. They just think you're a threat and kill you. We did it to them too. I got some more work done in the garden. There's a lot of work to do in the garden. Got the federal taxes done yesterday. Says I got $591 coming back. Well, 500 and something's going right back to you. You say I owe you money because I ran out. Local taxes, they also want you to do your thing by a certain time. Tomorrow. Shouldn't be nearly as complex. I made X amount and they want 1% of it. So, unless it was already paid, I owe them 1% of what I earned. I didn't earn much last year. That's a good thing because I don't have a lot of money right now. Whatever comes in goes out. And $20 here, this is trinkets. Anything under $100 is trinkets. There's still big ticket items that gotta get done. As I always say, I'm very grateful that I finally got to a safe place that I can actually enjoy and have some peace and quiet. I ended up watching a documentary on Ramesses II or something like that. Pharaoh, second Ramesses in Egypt. He had the best time until it wasn't so good anymore. He lived to be 73 or something like that. And back to that was double the lifetime anybody else lived. And there was no dentistry back then. Kind of like now for me, this is an emergency. Like he had abscessed teeth and all that stuff by the time he was 73, and all the goodies and all the greatness that he had when he was young, which I'm sure he had many, many decades of that. Eventually the body gets old and you can't have maintenance. Even Ramesses had to die. And those who built the tombs when you couldn't pay them no more, those were the guys that went and raided them too. You can't pay me, I still got to make a living. So, that was found out by the texts that were left behind from one of the guys that was caught, and he beat him up until he told him what and how. tomorrow she's got to go get some imaging done to find out why she's so sore where she shouldn't be. You could be sore in your hand, you shouldn't be, and you still need to do images. Find out what's underneath. They found a big goose egg, or as they refer to, a dinosaur egg in my bladder. I got the scar to prove that one, and I'm free from that, thank God. Thank you, Daddy. She got her income tax refund, $100. I know I'm using that to buy fencing to finish off the front strip of the garden. I'm still waiting for my registration and tag back so I can get the inside back and stop spending so damn much on gas doing my job. I got another suggested site for solar powered stuff. I sent him a message. See what I get back. Yeah. If I get any good news, of course I will pass it on to my videos. The Life of Whitehawk now on the video. Oh boy. Yeah. Crappy day, I didn't make very much. Mondays are not usually good. They even put out a 50% off special. They do that so often, it ain't such a big deal anymore, so nothing really happens. Yeah. For what it's worth, the aliens are here character. I really do believe in aliens, I do. But, he might just be a nutcase, I don't know. It's really tough to get through space and you really can't be that big. You gotta be able to go a long time and not need much to be able to travel the distances, even at the speed of light, that it takes to get from one place to another. Especially those that are habitable. Not to mention those that actually have some sort of intelligent life, or potential for intelligence. I was thinking about what I'm having for dinner. Dan is always asking me that. I bought potatoes on clearance, which means that, you know, if you don't cook them up shortly, they're not going to be edible. So I did that. At least one bag, 50 cents. That 50 cents make a lot of potatoes, but if I didn't do it shortly, and I might lose those 50 cents. I just love potatoes. And so I'm like, am I going to... I'm pretty much leaning towards frying them. Potato... We call them home fries, actually. Mine are usually chopped into pieces about that big. She was telling me her dad used to fry up potatoes and throw some eggs and onions, and yeah, it sounds really good actually. But I'm not doing that tonight. That's a really good breakfast item. In fact, it tastes good anytime. For me, it's a breakfast item. I was thinking about Jada Pinkett Smith. I thought it was, you know, there are a few females. Males, we just don't look, we can't maintain youth. Females, some of them can really do really well. Sharon still looks as good at 46, 45, 44, whatever. She's 2 years younger than me. She's probably 44, but she still looks as good at 44 as she did when she was 22. Jada Pinkett Smith looks just the same, and I'm sure Elizabeth Taylor did at the time. Some females can really hold on to that. I just didn't. I mean, I don't look anything like I did when I was young. I sort of do, but I don't. When I got the friend request, I was thinking that's got to be her daughter. And I commented or sent her a message. You know, do I know your parents? You know, that was months and months and months ago. But last night she commented on Will and I are not getting divorced, which means that she is the mother, not the daughter. Will Smith is her husband. Yeah, okay. That kind of told me something. And, you know, considering the Wall of Hope is mainly attracting activists, because that's pretty much what I do. I don't care how rich you are. Money is money. Wisdom you get with age and experience. Having money is very useful, but it doesn't give you wisdom. Yeah. I'm still debating. You know, I'm pretty much going to fry up the potatoes. I really love them that way. They're really, to me, incredible. But do I want a brat or do I want a cheeseburger? I took 2 hot dogs, jalapeno cheese filled. That's just what I like. On buns. Put the 2 hot dogs through the oven. Wrap them in paper, silicone paper, whatever paper they use so they don't burn. I had them in a Ziploc. The buns and hot dogs. So then you put the hot dogs in the bun. And you put them back in the Ziploc and put it on the heat rack for about 5 minutes. And then it's a fucking good deal. I mean, it tastes good. Even with no teeth, I was able, well, you still kind of chew them up with the front ones, chop them up. The front teeth are only for slicing. You're really not good at much else. But, still don't know, you know? I just gotta make sure my food doesn't need to be chewed that much. I said this before, I miss Doritos and corn chips. Peanut M&Ms, you know, all the crunchy stuff. I can't do that. I can still do steak, but I gotta chop it up with scissors. Finished up the small weight fencing around the portion of the garden on the looking at the house, left side of the house. It's all going to be peppers surrounded by tomatoes, because tomatoes, they put off really, really potent, get the fuck out of here. Anything brushes around them. Keep the damn groundhogs out of my stuff. So much work to do. It's good to be able to actually do some work and not just work and get nothing out of it, except you got a place to live. The body needs a lot. Not everybody can have something. A lot of people don't even want it. I remember talking to a guy that was renting, and he was pretty well off. But I don't want to be bothered with maintenance. If there's a problem, I call maintenance. I got other things to do. Understood. You know. I just happen to like what I like. I suppose it's because I grew up with that, actually. Whenever I hear the train blowing, I remember a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Tom, the train is leaving. You need to get Jerry's signature. It's leaving without you. I jump around a lot. If you're talking to me,